Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm down at Hendrick BMW Northlake. We're gonna take a look at this 2022 BMW X5 sDrive40i. So huge shout out to them for providing this SUV for me today. Make sure you guys check out their website. All that info is down in the description. The X5 that you see behind me is finished off in black sapphire metallic, and it has an MSRP just over $68,000. Starting off today's review, we're gonna take a look at what powers this X5. Underneath the hood, you'll find the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder twin-power turbocharged engine. This is paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission. It's also paired with the 11-horsepower electric assistance motor, and combined it pumps out 345 horsepower around 5,500 RPM and 330 pound-feet of torque as low as 1,500 RPM. This is rear-wheel drive. It weighs in right around 4,800 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds, up to its top speed of 151 miles an hour. That's with the limiter removed, and it has a fuel capacity of 21.9 gallons. You'll expect to see around 21 miles per gallon in the city and 26 out on the highway. This has a wheelbase of 117.1 inches. Its overall length is 194.4. It has a width of 78.9, a height of 68.7, and its ground clearance measures in at 8.7 inches. As we move on to the exterior styling now for this BMW X5, let's start off with the kidney design for the grille. On this model, it's finished off in chrome. You can see all of the trim running through the vertical slats. This also has active grille shutters, so this middle section will open just to provide even more cooling to the engine. This has an integrated forward-facing camera nicely placed right in the middle, along with the parking sensors. They're nicely incorporated, being finished off in black. Very hard to spot, of course, with the exterior being black. On the sides, you can see even more air inlets, as well as this trim piece here, just to give it a great look. Blends in nicely with the lower section of the bumper. And this does have LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. You'll see the DRLs have a half C-shaped design to them, running underneath the headlight and the high beam. Turn signal is tucked away in the outer corner. Very nice sleek design to match the front profile. There's also really nice lines coming down the hood, very subtle at the same time. And then as we work our way to the side, we have the upgraded 21-inch wheels. You can see the two-tone design as well as the multi-spoke pattern. There's more trim just behind that tire, as well as the trim you can see on the fender flares. More of that brushed color in the lower side skirt there matches nicely with the front bumper, as well as all the trim surrounding the windows. On the body colored side mirrors, you can see the camera as well as the integrated turn signal. And this has a full moonroof, more brush trim pieces on the roof racks. Really nice lines run down the side profile. There's one just underneath the height of the door handle, and then it goes to the passenger door handle all the way to the taillights. And then finishing up in the rear, you can see the body colored spoiler as well as the integrated third brake light. There's gloss black trim on the sides of the glass just to blend it in nicely, along with the wiper blade placed in the lower section. This does have a backup camera. You'll see that right in the middle, as well as all of the parking sensors. Even more trim in the lower section of the bumper to match nicely with up front. And then there's more brush trim on both sides where the exhaust is. This even has LED taillights, which have a great design to them. So with the exterior wrapped up, let's work our way to the rear cargo area. You can use the button on the liftgate, or you can push this button and you'll see the top section open up. From there, if you'd like to lower the lower section, just push on that button and you can see that fold down. Makes it nice for tailgating or being on the back of this vehicle. You can use this to sit on. It also makes the load height farther out. So if you're putting in items, you're not gonna risk hitting the bumper because it's so far out. But with this open, you can see there's a lot of space for this SUV. Definitely makes it very practical with all the tie-down hooks that you can see in all 4 corners. Over on this left side, you can see there is a hook, so you can put groceries there if needed. There's also one over on the passenger side, as well as a 12 volt if you need to charge any electronics. And there's this cover here that you can use to hide all of your items. And then when you fold these back seats down, you can see just how much more interior storage there is, making this that much more practical. Also, up underneath the floor, you can open this up where there's a ton more space. This is on a gas strut, so it will hold itself up. You can place even more items down below. Definitely a very practical vehicle. And then with the split style for the liftgate, you can close the lower section one independently from the upper section just by pushing on that button. However, when you do have it all the way down, you can close both of them with the push of one button. So up top, we have lock on one side and then just closing on the other. And you can see both of them will shut at the same time. Really nice to have that option. And as we work our way to the back seats now, you can lock and unlock this vehicle from the back door handles, which makes it really convenient. And on the door panel, panel, you can see the cognac leather with the silver stitching running across it. There's brushed aluminum underneath with the ambient lighting package, which is a great touch. There's wood trim along with more brushed aluminum on the release handle. You can see all of the storage space down in the lower section of the door. And then making our way to these seats now, finished off in that same leather with more stitching. Really nice design to them. And at 5'10", it's time to work my way into these back seats. You'll notice behind both front seats, there's a little bit of storage where you can place other items. And right in the middle is all the climate controls. So there's fan speed, where you like the air to go, temperature, and then a little bit of storage space just underneath that, along with a 12 volt at the very bottom. And as far as interior space goes, with the front seat set at my height, I definitely have plenty of room for my feet and my legs. And I have around 3 or 4 inches above my head, so it's a very spacious seat for full-size adults to be in the back. Right in the middle, we have the armrest. There's a little bit of storage on the back side, as well as 2 cup holders on the front section. And these seats have a 40-20-40 split. So you can just fold down the middle section if you need to. And then from this angle, you can see with all these seats folded down, it gives you that much more interior storage, making this very practical. And on the back of both of these seats, there is an area where you can attach any items to place tablets and charge them at the same time. Really awesome to have that for your backseat passengers. And before we work our way to the front seats, this model does have remote start, so you can turn that on and off if you'd like to. In order to activate the X5 and start it from the remote, all you need to do is triple tap on that BMW badge and it will fire right up. And then if you need to shut it off for whatever reason, if you just triple tap on that button again, it will shut off. And then just by using the door handle, same as the rear one, you can lock and unlock this. On the front door panel, we do have the addition of the memory seating adjustments. There's also the liftgate release, all of the window controls, and the side mirror adjustments. They are power folding. You can see more brushed aluminum and a lot more space in the lower section of the door. And making our way to the driver's seat now, you can see it has a really nice pattern running down it. And these seats are also automatic, so all of those controls are located down on the side. And working our way into the driver's seat now, it's a low car, very low door sill, makes it easy to enter and exit. And the steering wheel is completely covered in solid black leather. There's more brushed aluminum, giving it a great accent. On this left side is all the cruise control settings. On the right side is volume and tuning, as well as your voice commands and your Bluetooth. This even has steering wheel mounted paddle shifters that are finished off in that same brushed aluminum. And then to start up this X5 with my foot on the brake, that button is over on this right side, and we can bring this to life. On this large digital gauge cluster, over on the left side is the fuel gauge and the miles per hour. On the right side is the tach as well as the engine temperature. And this gauge cluster is very configurable. Currently it's showing the navigation front and center, which will stay there, which is a great touch. On the right side of that, there's some data information that's currently showing, and using this button on the top of the turn signal stalk, you can go through a lot more. There's the live readout for your horsepower and torque. By giving the vehicle some gas, those will adjust as needed. There's also a G-force meter, the radio if you need to look at that. You can monitor what gear the vehicle is in, as well as the driving mode. There's a live readout for the MPG, so it's nice to have all that front and center. This is also a heated steering wheel, so that button is located down below. Over on this left side, there is a mini storage bin where you can place items as needed. All the headlight and parking light adjustments are just above that. And going back to the door panel real quick, if you push on L2, you can use the controls down on the driver's seat to adjust that passenger seat as needed. So if you have someone sitting behind there and no one's in the front for whatever reason, you can quickly adjust that. This does have the heads-up display, so it's showing miles per hour and the speed limit sign. And then front and center, we have the 12.3-inch touchscreen system. Over on the left side, these are all presets, so they are fixed from your media and phone, navigation, car, and apps. Or you can use these dials down below to go through all of that info. So there's shortcuts to map and navigation, along with home, media, and phone, the rotary dial, and a few buttons just behind that. So looking at the home screen now, you can see navigation along with music and phone. You can also look at the data information, local traffic, and compass. The last one has the date and time along with weather and any news that you'd like to look at. And then using that dial to go over to this left side, if we go into car, this is really where you can configure everything that this model has to offer. So in the driving information, you can go into the sport displays, monitor all of that information if you'd like to look at it. We can go back to vehicle status, look at TPMS and other vitals. There's also settings where you can go into the climate controls. That is how you actually activate the remote start. You have the key fob settings settings, seat controls, the ambient lighting, displays, even the driver assistance. You can go into the driving modes and set up everything how you'd like it to drive. There's also carrying car, your driver profiles, even a shortcut to the owner's manual, so you can quickly pull that up if needed. The last one is apps. This does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then below that is more brushed aluminum along with the ambient lighting running the entire strip just above this wood trim. There are 2 air vents. Above the smaller LCD screen, there's a shortcut to the intelligent safety. So you can pull that up, look at forward collision, the lane departure, and active blind spot assistance. And then the small LCD screen will show the front climates. So temperature is on both sides along with the fan speed. This does have a dual zone so you can sync them. All of those buttons are finished off in brushed aluminum, and these seats are even heated, so those controls are on both sides along with recirc and where you like the air to go. Moving below that is power and volume for the radio along with all of the presets. If you hover your button over the presets, you can actually look at what it's set at before you actually push it. Really cool to have that feature. And then just underneath that is a wireless charging pad, a little bit of storage on that right side, USB 12 volt along with 2 cup holders. And if I close this, you'll see more of that wood trim along with the ambient lighting. It runs on both sides the entire length. Really awesome to see that. There's more leather as well. And then coming to the shifter, the release is on the left side. If I push it all the way forwards, that is for reverse, where you'll see the backup camera along with the top-down view and a few shortcuts to pinpoint views on the exterior. If I swipe this over, now we have the 3D view with even more shortcuts to look around the entire vehicle. It gives you a lot more visibility, and this does have the gesture control, and you swipe it back and forth. You can actually go around the entire vehicle if you'd like to, or you can use the diagram as I showed. And we have the car wash setting. Even if you're pulling into a car wash or a parking space, you can clearly see in front of you. Makes it very convenient. All the way back is for drive. If we pop it over, that is for manual. You can use the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters or the actual shifter itself. And then park is on the back side of that. On the left side, you can see traction control as well as a shortcut to the forward-facing camera. You can pull that up in full screen. The parking sensors can be turned on and off as well. And then all the driving modes are just behind that. So there's Sport and Sport Plus as well as Comfort, and then Eco Pro and Eco Pro Individual. Behind that is the adaptive button. So that will basically automatically drive and configure to the settings that you are in. Auto hold is behind that, as well as the emergency parking brake. And then right in the middle, there's a lot of storage as well as a USB-C. The glove box also has a good amount of room for all of that information that needs to go there. And we'll take one last look at these seats. Like I mentioned earlier, this has the full moonroof. So if you use that button up top, that will go all the way to about the headrest in the second row, providing a lot of light for this interior. You can use that button to further open up the sunroof as needed. And then there's some call buttons up top as well as the dome lights. As we get this 2022 BMW X5 out on the road, I honestly really like this SUV, and it's something that I would consider getting at some point in the future. It's just an all-around really nice SUV with a lot of different trim levels. So this model here is rear-wheel drive. We have the smaller engine. You can go all the way up to the X5M competition if you really want to get some power and even get some towing from your SUV. So with this smaller engine here, it's mainly more just being an SUV, but it has a lot to offer as far as the interior storage goes and all of this technology. I really can't find anything that I dislike about BMWs. If you check out our channel, we've had a lot of BMW press cars. We've had a lot of seat time behind the wheel of BMWs, and everything is really nice in our opinion. We have this large digital gauge cluster, and while it's not configurable, it has everything that you need without going overboard. So it's everything that you need to look at and a few things you can scroll through. There's a ton of information on the center screen here, and that is honestly everything you need. Along with the wireless charging pad, you can get a few other adaptive cruise control settings, things like that on some higher trim levels. But if you have a budget and this is what you want to get, it's a great vehicle. I really love how it rides and drives. Let's pop it into a sport mode. We'll put it into the manual setting. So we have Sport Plus. And like I said, it doesn't have the biggest engine, but it'll get up and move. Sounds really good too. It's not crazy loud, and the paddles are surprisingly very responsive. That's what I really like about BMW is, while this isn't the highest performance-oriented X5, it still has some of those performance characteristics. Not necessarily as much, of course, but like even with these paddles, very responsive on the downshifts. And as we take this turn at a normal speed, it handles well. Yes, it's an SUV, it's heavy, it doesn't have the upgraded suspension, but it still handles really nice. It's also incredibly quiet and comfortable to drive. So as we switch over to the POV angle, you can see what it's like to be behind the wheel of this X5. Mild acceleration, just getting up to speed. Definitely has plenty of power for the weight of this vehicle. And it's super quiet. Even cars passing, it's very hard to hear the road noise or wind noise or any of the noise. A motorcycle is a great test where you can barely hear that. So definitely provides you with a really comfortable ride, especially as a daily driver. If you're putting a lot of miles on this, definitely the place to be. Now we'll do a quick 3-point turn. Maneuverability is going to be very good with this tight turning here. We have the camera system as well. And then looking over my left shoulder, very easy to see. Very open over that right shoulder. Pillar's not all that bulky. So it gives you great visibility all around, provides a lot of light, even with the sunroof too. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for this walk around review and test drive behind the wheel of the 2022 BMW X5 sDrive40i. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this SUV for me today. Make sure you guys check out their website. All that info is down below. Give the video a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button if you'd like to stay up to date with our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.